Greetings! Well, it's been funny old weather here today. We had super heat wave all morning. Then I watched the special planes flying over with their... I'll probably show you them here. There's some, I wonder if I can get a nice X in the... I don't think I can pick it up because they're fading now. So all these planes were coming over with their special... whatever it is. And suddenly everything clouded over, thunder, no lightning. In fact, I can hear thunder again now. I don't know if I can pick it up on here. Let's see if I can get that. I don't know, I might be missing it anyway. And then, yeah, so thunder, heavy rain. I've got a little bit soaked, drying off now, because it's turned back into super hot weather again, which is my favourite. I must admit, I do love hot weather. And this last year, look at all this field that I'm in. It's just so overgrown. It's like nature's come back with abundance this year. And we've had birds coming our way that we've not seen for a long time. We had goldfinches in my garden. I was so lucky to watch them every morning. And lots of others had female woodpecker. You know, birds we've not had round here for a long time, and I wonder if it's because of the last few years shit show everyone was kept in, if it gave nature time to kind of have a bit of a recoup and bring all everything back, which just shows that, you know, if it is because of that, which I'm pretty sure it was, this last year has been, last few years, has let nature come back in abundance. Yet there is still the problem of the litter everywhere, which is what I was doing with my friend today. We were out litter picking in our local woods because, you know, I'm not particularly into all this climate change, and I'm not I was a supporter of XR at the beginning. I'm not too sure about it now, but I do believe that if all this can teach people to stop littering, that'd be a great thing, because that's one thing that's really screwing up our planet, is all the littering. I hope you guys aren't litterers. Remember, only losers drop litter. And it's really important to try and keep our land nice and clean, and let the wildlife live like it should be on this planet. You know, we're the ones that are destroying it in various ways, but we should be caring for this planet. And I've had many people speak to me and say, oh, it says in the Bible that we're the custodians, which means we can do what we want. And I think it's more of we might be custodians, we shouldn't be doing what we want. We're custodians means we take custody and look after everything, not use it for our own means and ends, and, you know, reap everything and rape the planet of all its oils and such like, and continuously concreting everything. I'm quite concerned about how much concrete there is. Around my way, there's far too many fake gardens, fake grass. I even had one neighbour saying to me that she had her fake lawn put down last year, and she's moaning now that the hedgehogs don't come. So I said to her, well, it's because you've got fake grass. And she was like, well, they won't know. Which kind of made me see, okay, that's where this neighbour's coming from. Of course the hedgehogs know what's real grass and what's fake grass. As all the animals know what's real nature, because they bond with nature. They're in tune with all this wonderful land and all these trees, and they know when something's not real. So they're not going to come to it. But at the same time, all these fake lawns going down are destroying all, like, the chance for natural animals and insects and such like to come out, which is maybe why the wildlife... Oh, there goes a dragonfly, but I never picked that up on my camera. Why the wildlife is returning back to the more urban areas, the more natural areas, I should say, not the urban, the areas that are full of, you know, wildlife growing, wild grasses, wild trees, wild, you know, ferns and such like. You know, around here where I live, we've had such a great succession of different butterflies coming out, which is always gorgeous to look at. But this is one of the things I do try and encourage people to do. Get out there and be part of nature, see it. You feel so different when you've gone out into a bit of nature. Even if it's just your local park, just walking with it all, it's a different vibration, and it helps you stay harmonised with the earth. And we're trying to harmonise ourselves so that we're our true beings and our true selves. But being caught up in cities, and I know many of you do live in cities, but there must be places, you know, even if it's like the, you know, for example, in London we've got Kew Gardens. We're lucky in London, we've got lots of parks, you know, but there's Kew Gardens which we can go to as well. That does charge now. But there are areas, or there should be areas in every city where you can go and just reconnect with nature. And if you live out in the countryside, even better. You know, I myself am thinking, if I can, I'm going to try and move back towards the sea. I used to live by the sea many years ago, and that's quite a different feeling again. And again, you're kind of aware of the elements, aren't you? Because you're embracing the sea every day, watching the sea every day, being aware of the tides, being aware of the sea life, and being aware of how you're a part of that as a person. Not a part as in separated, as you're with it. Living in the city and not going and having at least a bit of countryside every day is disconnecting you from the planet and from this earth. Sorry, I got soaked earlier. Just seeing how bedraggled. But we need to have our connection with the earth. That will help us with our connection with the elementals that are working with this earth. You know, and Steiner talks about this a lot. In fact, if I go this way, you might see a special plane, one of those special planes scooting along. I wonder, where is it? Am I looking the wrong way? See, they're at it again, whatever they're up to. Blocking out the sun, I've been told, to protect us all from sunlight. And as I've said in past videos, this is what happened, according to Edgar Cayce, in Atlantis. There's two types of people, the sons of Belial and the sons of one. And the sons of one were the ones that were connected with the divine source, and the sons of Belial were the ones that were disconnected and were making use of the planet for their own being, for whatever nefarious reasons. I've still not quite understood why they were trying to block out the sun in Atlantean times, but Cayce says that's what they were trying to do, using a special technology, and which was part of the downfall of Atlantis. And we can see that's going on still now. Though the people that are behind that, a lot of them were using the excuse, oh, I'm trying to stop you getting skin cancer. But we've had the sun beaming down on us for millennia. So why they need to block it out now, I think it's more a case of because they're preparing it for something else, whether it's the dark forces taking over the humanity in some kind of way. Perhaps they need a dark world. You must go and embrace the sun, and the sun does us good. The sun's rays give us many different types of things. Obviously people will go, oh, vitamin D and all that kind of thing, but there's more to it than that. You know, we're trying to connect with the Sun King and the solar consciousness, because that is our... So I was just listening to the thunder, there's more thunder going off again. That is the solar consciousness, I believe, is a right-hand path, which is what we're trying to do, connect and be on the good side. Like earlier today, there was not a cloud in the sky, and now we just seem to be clouded out after loads of those planes. And I'm not saying the words, because last time I did this, YouTube then put up one of those little Wikipedia in context things underneath my film, and that really annoys me. Who do they think they are to be able to put that up on my videos? And you know, I know a few of you noticed and mentioned it. It's like I don't put them there, they put them there. It's like also with the comments. I have it so that anyone can put a comment, but sometimes YouTube doesn't allow the comments. And it's only been recently that I found a load of comments that had been hidden away in some comment box for me to approve, where I'd never set it up for that. So that's why sometimes you might think, oh, she's not replying. Well, they seem to hide things from me. But anyway, enough of that. I wanted to show you the beautiful colours of all these wonderful plants. There's even some bumblebee in there. That lovely bumblebee, I don't know, he might fly out and come and be with us. You know, this is a beautiful time of year to go out and acknowledge it. One thing that I find quite confusing with Steiner is that he says that this is when summertime's the running down of the nature's works and it's beginning to go to sleep, to reawaken in the winter time. I'm still getting my head around that because I feel like, well, actually it seems to be very alive and awake. I need to research into that a lot more. But at the same time, I do understand from a solstice point of view, which is coming up soon, that there is a big change in the seasons, in the ways. I've done a show about solstices and the lion and the unicorn. And we're coming to the end of the lion's reign. So we're coming up to summer solstice, and so they'll have their little battle or whatever it is they do. And the unicorn will take over, which will begin the slumbering into autumn and the reaping of the harvest, and then into winter when the land properly goes to sleep. And Steiner talks about how the land continues working. Oh, I wonder if I can capture them. That's going on behind me. You see the white lines? It's not cocaine. And so my little film really was, I had been trying to try and catch some lightning, but no lightning was happening, which was another weird thing about this storm. It was thunder only and then heavy rain. But I wanted to encourage you to go out, enjoy the sunshine, enjoy the nature, be at one with it all, try and connect with the elementals.